Crazy. Hi. Okay. Hi. Hi. Oh my god, hi. It's been so long. Hi. Stupid. Okay. Um, so also do you care at all? Look, it I just you get it, right? Are you guys mad at me? Okay. So like I had the idea to make this whole video just about me making art for a week long, and it would be a week long studio vlog, right? Simple idea. But the thing about me is I'm inconsistent. I don't know if you've noticed. Because it's not super obvious, you know. I try to keep it under wraps. um, but my theory with this was that, like, if I stuck to it and I made art for like a week long, then it would kind of help build this habit and get me back into making art after I kind of stopped making art after I left college, right? And I will say, I think my theory was sort of correct. Maybe. Mayhaps I'm a genius. Because I will say, this past year, 2025, I feel like I have consistently made more art and been more artistic than past year, 2024. You get me? You feel me? So yeah, I would say my theory was correct, but this video didn't really end up being like it wasn't really like a week long me trying to make as much art as possible. It kind of just ended up being like a studio vlog on like some projects I had at the time that I was working on. So yeah, that idea that I talk about in the beginning after this segment, throw it out the window. She's gone. No more. No more of that idea. But yeah, I it it's a video. I make some art or whatever. So yeah. Nails. Okay. Uh It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Hi. Okay. I'm a little upset with how long it's taken me to get back on track. Ignore the last video that was posted. That girl's gone. Gone girl. I am so fucking back, but also don't hold me to that at all. Don't hold me to that. Hey, hi, hello, how are you? My name is Anna Wraith, aka Cinnamon Maple. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so fucking back. I missed making content. I don't even get anything from it. Like, I know I don't have a following. I know I don't make money from this. It's fun for me. It's a creative outlet, okay? I enjoy it so much. And I miss documenting my work. But the thing is, if you watched my last video, I said something along the lines of, whenever I dropped out of college, I lost my love for art. I was gonna say my will to live. That was also true, but I just didn't make art anymore. It's like going to art school fucking ruined any like ambition that I had to actually get my projects done and to grow as an artist, which the first semester was fine. Once again, if you didn't watch the last video, the first semester was fine. I did enjoy it. Did it fuck me over at the end? Yeah. Was I really depressed at the end? Yeah. But it was the second semester that really like pushed me over the edge. But that's beside the point. This week I am going to try to make as much art as I possibly can and document it. I thought it would be a good way to kind of ease my way back into YouTube and also challenge myself to make a lot of art, because I haven't made a lot of art. I've been doodling a little bit recently, and I have a big project that I'm working on.
that I will talk about in a second. Hold your fucking horses, bitch. Also, I got a cat. He's behind me licking himself, if you can hear licking sounds. I lost my train of thought. Okay, I have a handful of projects I want to work on. First is a really big painted project, which I'm not the best painter, but I like challenging myself. And I also like doing things that piss me the fuck off, like painting. So I want to use, my dad built me these really, really big, like, I call them like wooden canvases. That's like the best way I can describe it, because he built them with the intent of me painting on them. So it's basically just a canvas for me. But I really want to put them to use, and one of them I want to paint as a koi fish pond. And I want to give it a lot of texture, and I have this canvas paper, and I want to do the koi fish on that, cut them out, put them on the wooden board painted like a pond, and then I kind of want to do some lily pads and flowers coming off of it. I thought about maybe doing like resin on top, but I don't know if I'm that confident in myself to do that, so that's gonna be put on the back burner, but it's a good idea in theory. I might design some more stickers, and I might work on a few of digital pieces that I've kind of been puttering around with the past few months or the past year, and I just haven't finished. I definitely want to sketch a lot more. I would like that to be almost like a daily goal for each day this week, because I just want to get back into the habit of making art every day. And I would say I really want to focus on drawing characters and like things for my stories, because I've actually been thinking a lot about maybe getting into book illustrations, just because I love illustrated covers of books. I think they're so beautiful, and I think that's something that I could be genuinely really good at, since I would say my strong suit is illustration, and especially character illustration. So I wanted to kind of work on some things that kind of fall in that line and see kind of how much I like it, I guess, and also just to get back into like doing full finished illustrations, since it's been so fucking long. With that being said, I guess we'll get into it. So this is Big Bertha right here. That is Elvis. You can see the size difference. I will measure it and put the measurements on camera for the exact dimensions for this. But yeah, it's basically a big piece of just wood. It's not really like, I don't know, it might be plywood. I don't think it's plywood though. I don't think plywood typically looks like that, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I've attempted to kind of paint the pond already, but the thing is I'm using acrylic and it's drying too fast, and so it's not really like, it's not melding together correctly, like the colors I'm using. So I'm going to try and wet it down first, which is why I'm gonna paint with it flat on the ground. And then I'm gonna try adding colors and kind of blending as best I can with acrylic on a surface this big, and seeing if I can get like a better, more pond-like effect for this. I'm honestly very proud of myself, but also like I guess frustrated in a way because I've officially gotten to this point where like I'm so fucking tired of not being consistent that I'm finally beginning to become consistent, and I'm starting to love it, or at least enjoy it to an extent. And obviously it's still a work in progress, but I've just been dwelling for months on, oh, I wish I could get consistent and make art every day, work out every day, make content every day, whatever. And I don't know if I've gotten the motivation and that's what's fueling me, or if I just got so tired of wishing that now I'm putting the effort in. But either way, I'm happy I'm putting the effort in, and I'm actually beginning to enjoy the things that I used to enjoy. Even if I miss a workout or if I only draw for like 15 minutes, I'm still proud of myself, and I try to make it a point to like kind of be like, yeah, you did it, like you did a good job, pat yourself on the back, like it's okay. It's okay if you only do something for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's okay if you want to take a rest day and then you do it tomorrow. Like, it's okay, you know? I know, like, because these things are important to me, I know I'll continue to make art because it's my livelihood, you know? If I miss a day, or if I didn't work on the project I wanted to that day, instead I worked on something else, like, it's okay, you know? I don't know. I've just been trying to kind of relax, I guess, but like in the sense of like, I don't want to like just constantly be on my own ass about like, oh, I have to draw my sketchbook every single day, I have to work on, you know, character design and backgrounds, and I have to do this and I have to do that. Like, I don't know, I guess I'm tired of stressing myself out about like doing something that I should be doing kind of just leisurely and doing it regularly because it becomes a habit, you know, and just like taking my time and enjoying it. Like, I don't know. I just, you know, you become your own worst enemy. Obviously, everyone has said that, and I don't know, it's true. I find myself doing that so much where I'll say like, oh, I really need to do this every single day. Like, this has to become a habit for me to like become a better person, to be the it girl, to be whatever the fuck. And I don't know, it just like stresses me out, and then I feel bad about myself, and like that gets me nowhere, you know? So I don't know, I've just been kind of drawing when I want to, and I've slowly been becoming more consistent, and that makes me happy because I'm not, you know, pushing myself to do it. It's coming naturally, and I knew it would eventually because, you know, this is the thing that brings me the most enjoyment. It's creating things. So what I'm doing right here ended up completely not working, and I had like this sneaking suspicion that it wouldn't work because what I'm doing is I have, you know, I cut out pieces of cardboard for the backing for these prints, and I teared out pages of magazines, and I'm using Mod Podge to adhere this one, but obviously Mod Podge is very thick and wet, and magazine paper is not durable. So this kind of completely did not work. Whenever I was kind of like flattening it, and then I took an extra piece of cardboard and kind of like scraped it to make it flatten, it kind of just like pilled and ripped and stuff, which I don't think I really got on camera, but I feel like you can kind of watch it slowly deteriorate a little bit.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
The last few framed pictures that I did worked out great. All I did was use stick glue, and you could probably honestly just use like the purple like school stick glue, and it would probably work fine, because magazine paper is so like thin and malleable that like anything sticky, it'll adhere it to something. And I just made sure to like, you know, press it real good, and they still look great and they stayed well. So if you're thinking about doing something like this, don't do what I did, and it'll turn out great, probably. I took all the stuff off the wall behind me. I'm figuring out what I want to do with that. Also, ignore how I look, okay? I don't want that to be discussed. I am starting to figure out the placement for the koi fish pond. I drew a few different fish, and now I'm starting to cut out the lily pads because I don't know how many fish I want to do, and also I decided that I wanted to do some like 3D fish, just like how like the lily pads are 3D, to add some dimension, so it looks like some fish are deeper in the pond and some of them are kind of closer to the surface. And so I'm kind of making the lily pads roughly now to kind of gauge how much space I have and how many koi fish I want to be like painted and adhered to the pond, and then how many 3D ones I want to make alongside the lily pads. So yeah, that's the update. I had this thought a few weeks ago when driving back to West Plains, which is my kind of like one of my hometowns. What if I just give up on my dream? Like, I don't have to make art for a living. I don't have to get my animation degree. I could get married if I wanted to be someone's wife, maybe have kids if we both wanted to have children, maybe continue working in the library system because that's my current job. I'm a librarian. And I thought, like, well, that's not bad, but that's not what I want with my life. I want my animation degree. I want to make art into a sustainable career. I want to write stories and make shows and have this hopefully big animation company that'll, you know, change the course of the art world. Crossing my fingers. That's what I want, and I want it bad enough to work for it. And that was just like a pivotal moment recently in the past few months that kind of re-solidified that these are my dreams. And just because, like, when I dropped out of college, I was so fucking depressed, and I got into a really shitty relationship that lasted for like 10 months, and I was just not okay mentally, and I kind of lost those dreams in a way, I guess, you know? Like, I forgot what I was doing all this for. I forgot what I was kind of living for, you know? All my optimism kind of left. And that makes me really sad to think, because I feel like I've always been a really optimistic person, and I've always loved that about myself. So I'm trying my best to reconnect with that again, and with my love for art. And I feel like I've gotten to a good place this past year, 2025. I feel like I've made really good progress, and I am proud of myself for that.
Hi. Um, Editing Anna here. I wanted to make just a quick, simple little outro for this video. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Um, and yeah, I am already starting filming the next studio vlog. I'm not gonna promise when I'm gonna post that because at this time in my life, I'm probably not gonna post it on time. But if you enjoyed this video though, there's most likely going to be more content exactly like this in the future. So yeah, I hope you have a good morning, evening, night, whatever time of day it is. I hope it's going good for you. I love you. I appreciate you. Yeah.